Guys, it's your girl T, and I know you guys have been waiting for a recap of the finale of As the Ratchet World Turns, aka Love and Hip Hop New York. We had a blast yesterday watching on Twitter. It was a lot of fuckery, so let's go ahead and get started. So in the opening scene, we have our two favorite fake lesbians, Sin and Erica. They're going shopping, and Erica is once again trying to get Sin to forgive her for the stunt that happened at her book party. And basically, she's telling Sin that she wants to be with her. She doesn't want to be with Rich. And Sin is saying that, you know what, Rich is messy. He's always harassing me. He's always saying something smart. And he acts like you're his girl. I don't respect the fact that he's always disrespecting our relationship. And Erica claims that she's going to talk to Rich about that. And Sin decides to start talking in her confessional. Now, this is the first confessional we've ever seen of Sin. And damn, Sin got some big-ass titties. Now, I know I'm not flat-chested, and I probably don't have room to talk, but damn it, what size bra does Sin wear? I felt so much healthier after watching her confessional. But either way, Sin, you go, girl. You look nice in that damn dress. Moving on. The next thing we have Yandy and Tara. Yandy decides to take Tara on what's called a trophy trip. And basically she takes her to a badass shoe store and she tells Tara that she can basically pick out whatever shoes she wants. They're sitting down talking, they're talking about Peter Guns and how, you know, they finally broke it off and how Peter's choosing to go with Amina. And, you know, Yandy's trying to give Tara all this advice and she's telling her she's a beautiful girl and she can do way better than Rich and she shouldn't, you know, keep herself stagnant for anybody. And I'm sitting here listening to this shit like, you know what? Yandy is so good at dishing out advice and trying to look out for other people, but Yandy needs to take her own advice and move on, just like she's telling Tara to move on as well. So then Yandy decides to surprise Tara and she lets Tara know that she has casted her in a new role in her new movie that she's producing. And I'm sitting there like, what movie is Yandy producing? Why are all these reality TV people trying to be the next bootleg Tyler Perry? You have Candy starting a damn play. Now you have Yandy doing movies. These reality TV people are doing too damn much. Stick to what you know. Stick to Ratchet TV. Leave the movies to the real movie producers. Leave the plays to Tyler Perry. It would just make things a whole lot simpler. So in the next scene, we have Grandpa Bums and Rich Pennies. Rich Pennies decides to just start running his damn mouth. I can't even call him Rich Dollars no more because this dude is messy as hell for no damn reason. So he goes to go meet up with his homeboy Peter Bums and basically they're talking and Rich cannot wait to spill the tea on what him and Erica have been up to. He's just smiling. You can see it all over his face. He's just ready to explode just like a damn female. So Peter's like, you know, what's up? What's been going on? And Rich is like, you know what? I finally decided to really help Erica. She's going to be doing an event. She's going to be premiering her first single and, you know, I'm putting the venue together and everything else. And Peter's like, oh, okay, well, that's what's up. Even though I don't like Erica, she does have a huge Ratchet following and all the Ratchet folks are going to support her, so you might as well produce her album and get paid for it. So Rich is like, yeah, but I got to tell you one more thing, dog. So Peter's like, why? What's up? What's going on? And Rich is like, I smashed Erica 3 days ago. She came to my apartment, telling me how much she loved me and all this other stuff. And basically, she came home. I hit it. And then Peter Guns was like, well, damn, I thought she was gay now. I thought she was with Sin. Is that relationship real or fake? Which is like, I don't know. You know, I really don't care. All I know is that Erica came back home and she's with me now. So the whole situation is just a mess. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next thing we have Peter Bums and he decides to appeal to a higher power. He needs advice, he needs prayer, he needs help. So who does he appeal to? Not G.O.D., not God. He appeals to Nick Cannon. I'm like, of all people, Nick Cannon. And granted, Mariah Carey don't play that Ratchet shit, but it was just a weird dynamic to see Nick Cannon on As the Ratchet World Turns, aka Love and Hip Hop New York. Does Mariah Carey know about this secret appearance, Nick? Because I'm sure if she knew about it, she would have forbade him to go on the show. So anyways, Nick is there. He's dressed in a three-piece suit. He's in his office in Midtown. Nick looks good as hell. He's handling his business like a man should be handling his business. And he's literally giving advice to this 40-plus-year-old man. Nick is about 10 to 15 years younger than Peter Guns, but yet and still Peter is going to him for advice. First of all, Peter, how many folks do you need advice from? Last week you went to K.Michelle crying, needing advice on what to do. Now you call up Nick Cannon to go get some advice? How about you start being a grown man and using some common sense and treating others the way that you'd want to be treated? You won't want your baby mother Tara out here screwing every dude that she runs across, but yet and still you feel like it's okay for you to do it. You treat Amina like trash. She's supposed to be your wife, but you steadily play games between her and Tara. It's called common sense and compassion. It's called ending one relationship before starting a new relationship. I don't think that Nick Cannon needed to advise you on that. I think that's something you should just know as a grown-ass man. So after 5 kids by 5 different women, you still don't know what it takes to make a relationship work and not work? I'm going to need his ass to have several damn seats. And I'm going to need Nick Cannon to never, ever appear on no ratchet ass shit like this again. It is not good for your brand, boo. You are way up here. You are handling your business. Keep it up there. Nick Cannon, you better keep these ratchet ass appearances short and sweet, because you really don't want it to start tainting your brand, because folks drugged Nick Cannon yesterday on Twitter. And he don't need that for his brand. Nick, just stick to Wildin' Out and let Peter Guns and Rich Pennies and all these other ratchet people have Love and Hip Hop. Thank you. So in the next scene, we have light-skinned Bobby Christina in Saigon. She's finally deciding to give up her Section 8 and her food stamps, and she's going to go moving with her baby's dad. She's packing up all her stuff, and she's driving the Jeep. And in between them, they're talking, and Saigon got more rules than a prison guard. It's like, is she moving in with you to be your partner and to be your lover and to potentially be your wife? Or is she just moving in with you just because you're just trying to make a storyline? I mean, this whole situation is crazy. He's talking about the first rule is if he has food in the refrigerator with his name on it, she better not touch it. The second rule is if she goes to the bathroom and takes his shit, she better air it out because he's not trying to look at her no different. Then the third rule is he needs to be allowed to bring home bad bitches from the club, and he wants to know she's, you know, she's wanting to go both ways, that she's bisexual. Light-skinned Bobby Christina's looking at all this shit like, huh? She's over here laughing thinking he's being funny. Bitch, he is dead serious. There wasn't no joke on Saigon's face. Saigon wasn't flashing them pearly whites. He was dead serious with that question. He wants to know, are you willing to sleep with another woman for his benefit? You know, she tried to play crazy. Like, oh, you know, Saigon is funny. He has a funny sense of humor. Okay, bitch, I don't see this union lasting too much longer, because just for the fact that he's thinking about sleeping with other people and he's moving her in, that says a lot. Why is she not good enough for you? Why do you have to sleep with other people and bring other folks home? Is she allowed to bring other guys home from the club? Can y'all have a three-way with her? I always find it funny when dudes come at you and want to do all this bisexual shit. That's cool, whatever floats your boat. We're all grown. Then when you reverse it and you ask the dude, okay, well, fine. If you want to bring girls into the bedroom, can I bring another guy? All of a sudden, you know, they're not down with that gay shit and fuck that. What you trying to say? You trying to say I'm gay? You know, so I just feel like that's just disrespectful. Like when guys say they can come at girls with those stupid questions, but then when you ask them the same thing, all of a sudden it's an issue. Whatever. Moving on. Okay, so in the next scene we had Tahiri, and she comes in to meet up with Rich Dollars. She's coming to support Rich Dollars and Erica's event because Erica is premiering her single. She's going to be performing on stage. So while they're talking and chopping it up, in walks Rashida looking like a damn Charmander with this horrible ass lace front on. I don't know who the hell be doing Rashida's hair, but she needs to get a new stylist and a new hair person ASAP, because that damn wig looked a damn mess. She tells Tahiri that she wants to talk to her. They haven't talked since the last blowout that they had at her bridesmaid party. So Tahiri's like, okay, cool. So they start talking, and Tahiri's apologizing. She's like, you know, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. I'm sorry I got kind of wrapped up in my own, you know, little thing. And then Rashida just starts popping off at her and was like, you know what? You foul, and I'm just tired of you doing all this video modeling, and I'm mad that you over the age of 30, you still a booty model. You know, why do you have to be sitting on magazines with your ass out? And Tahiri's like, hold up. You should be mad at me for, you know, not being there for you as a bridesmaid. Why are you going so hard about what I choose to do in my career? You know what I'm saying? I've been a booty model. I wasn't a booty model when you asked me to premiere shit at your shop. I wasn't a booty model when you asked me to promote this and that for you. And so Rashida's like, well, you know what? I'm trying to teach you how to be a wife. And Tahiri's like, how are you going to try and teach me how to be a wife when you're not even a wife yet? Then Rashida says, bitch, please, you need to stop being men's jerk-off toys. All they do when they see you in King and Smooth magazine, they just jerk off to you. I want you to be a wife. I want somebody to put a ring on your finger. And Tahiri's just looking at Rashida like, wow, this bitch really has a lot of damn nerve. Then Rashida says, I'm trying to get you to ride BMWs instead of riding Jeeps. And then Tahiri's like, you know what, how you gonna try and get me to ride BMWs when you on probation? Tell your probation officer to stop sending letters to my house. And then Rashida's like, fuck you, Tahiri, you're a broke bitch, your man's a drug user, you drive a Jeep, and you're wearing see-through spandex. And then Tahiri's like, you know what, this is some bullshit. If you're going to do something pop off, you want to drag me, drag me. And Rashida's like, I'm not about to drag you, I'm not about to fight with you. And they're literally going back and forth. And finally, Tahiri just decides to be the bigger person, and she ends up leaving the club. She just walks out the scene altogether. You know, and that whole scene just let me know that, you know what, Rashida is not a real friend, and there's a lot of jealousy there. You know what I mean? Last week, it seemed like she was upset because Tahiri wasn't there for her, and the fact that Tahiri was not, you know, basically helping her with her wedding. So that was understandable. But for her to be bringing up all this booty modeling shit and video vixen shit, that has nothing to do with your wedding. So that lets me know that she secretly is jealous of Tahiri, and she's jealous that Tahiri has made a brand and made a name for herself, even if it was through booty modeling. A lot of folks know who Tahiri is. Nobody has any idea who the fuck Rashida Ali is. The only thing we know is that she sliced somebody's face. She's an ignorant ass bitch, and she's quick to pull out a knife and stab people. That's the only damn thing I know about Rashida Ali. So I think Rashida needs to have several seats. She came off as a straight up hater in that whole scene. So after their whole blowout, Rich Dollars comes up to Rashida and is like, let's go ahead, let's go take our seats. Erica's about to come on soon. So while they're sitting down, Sin walks into the scene and she has on these badass boots and they're talking and, kikiing it up and everything else. So then, right as they're talking, the lights dim and Erica Mena comes on stage. And she's on stage and she just looks a hot mess. She's wearing a crop top and some black spandex pants. You know what I'm saying? She has this huge booty implant and she's trying to dance. She can't dance. And worst of all, she's singing like a damn cash register. Her voice is horrible. Her voice is terrible. I'm like, folks in New York really paid to see Erica Mena perform on stage? Really? And it had the nerve to be a packed house. I'm hoping them folks was there just to be on reality TV because Erica Mena's show was lame as hell. None of them girls could dance. Erica couldn't dance. And like I said, her singing was just the worst. So after Erica gets done performing, Sin and Rich start talking. And, Sin is like, I want you to start respecting our relationship, Rich. I just feel like you're being mad disrespectful. You act like Erica's not my girl. And I just want you to give us our space. And Rich is like, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? Erica be coming at me. Erica be telling me this, and that. Why would I give y'all space when I'm fucking her? And Sin is like, hold up, what did you just say? You just said that you fucking my girl? And Rich is like, yeah, didn't Erica tell you? So then Sin gets upset. She runs backstage. She's like, yo, where's Erica? I want to see you, Erica. And she goes to start confronting Erica. And Erica's like, well, what's going on? She's like, you got me fucked up. And, she got the little Puerto Rican accent going, the New York accent. She's going on. She's popping off on Erica. And Erica's just real upset. And she's like, hold on. Let's go confront him. And Sin is like, fuck this. It's going to be the same thing. You're going to confront him. You're going to cuss him out. And then tomorrow, you're going to turn around and start defending him and tell me how you have to work with him. She's like, I just want to end this. I want to break it with you. So she claims she wants to break it with Erica. She wants to end this. But instead of leaving the venue, she goes and takes a seat backstage right in front of Erica. Sin, not only you dumb, but you ditzy as hell. Usually when you're tired of a situation, you leave the situation. You don't stay there and make it worse. After their whole blow up, Erica goes running out the damn room, and then she goes to confront Rich, and she's like, you know what, you a little boy, you a punk. Why you tell Sin that you smashed me? Why you always starting stuff? And Rich is going off on Erica like, fuck you need to control your bird. I'm tired of her coming at me crazy. And then Erica says, well, you know what? Sin's coochie is way fatter than your peen. And then when she said that, it was like, I had to clutch my damn invisible pearls. The whole damn audience got silent. The club got silent. And then Rich just stood there. He was stewing. His face was getting mad. He was getting embarrassed. Erica goes running off. And then after Erica runs off, Rich is like, fuck this. I'm tired of her disrespecting me. I'm tired of Sin disrespecting me. And he just goes charging backstage. And he gets up in Sin's face. And he just starts, like he comes at her like a dude. And was like, fuck you, bitch. And da-da-da-da. And he's just going off on Sin. Erica's going off on him. They're arguing. The camera crew, the production crew had to get involved. Had to break them up. I mean, I really thought they were going to start throwing blows. I just knew Rich was about to knock Sin out. It's like, what dude pops off that hard at two females? If Erica's causing you this much stress and angst, you need to let the relationship go. It is not worth it. Erica got Rich out here looking crazy as hell. This whole situation is just straight up ratchet. And then if that's not bad enough, Rich got the nerve after cussing them out, after trying to put his hands on them, he then tells them, God bless you. I'm like, what? How do you cuss somebody out, try and whip their ass, and then in the same breath tell them God bless you? See, that's why I can't with Rich Dollars. He's just way too damn extra, and he's allowed Erica Mena to have him out here looking crazy as hell. His whole brand looks like a joke right now. And the next thing we have Grandpa Peter Bums, and he's meeting up with Amina, and he's basically meeting up with her to apologize to her about all the drama that he's put her through, the way he had lied about Tara about their relationship, how he wasn't honest to either one of them, and he wants Amina to forgive him. He wants them to start over fresh. And Amina, being the same ditzy bird that she's been throughout the season, takes him back and says this is her husband and she wants to work it out and she wants to help him be a better husband. You know what, Amina? Like I said on Twitter, you need to let this go. You cannot force somebody to be something that they don't want to be. It's clear that he does not want to be in a monogamous relationship. It's clear that he does not know how to treat women. He was with Tara off and on for 13 years and played her. He played all his other babies' mothers. You can't force somebody to be a husband to you. They have to want to be a husband to you. And it's kind of sad. I feel bad for Amina because I feel like she really loves this dude. She really wants it to work. She really wants to be a wife, but she's going about it the wrong way. She does not realize her self-worth. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad because it's a lot of girls out here who don't realize their self-worth and who don't realize they don't have to put up with a lot of bullshit just to keep a man. Hopefully she'll wake up one day and realize that. So now if that's not crazy enough, what did I tell y'all a few weeks ago when she was trying to pop off to her homegirl, talking about I threw away the ring and, you know, fuck Peter Guns and I'm done. I told y'all back then that bride ain't throw away that damn ring. So in this scene, all of a sudden, miraculously, Peter Gunz finds the ring that she supposedly threw away 3 weeks ago. So Peter Gunz pulls the ring out, and once again, Amina starts crying, and she's just so shocked at his gesture. And, oh, Peter, you found the ring. And then Peter goes on, he puts the ring on her hand, and I'm looking at this ring like, where the fuck is a stone? This looks like a band, and not even a good band at that. It's literally like this thin little gold ring. Where's the stone? It don't have to be no, $1.5 million ring. But I mean, you couldn't get her like a $300 ring with like a decent sized stone in there? I guess. But she was just so damn boosted, that he found the ring and that he put on her finger. So I guess after him finding the ring and saying that he loves her and he wants to be with her, I guess that made Amina comfortable. Finally decide to stay with Peter. So in the next scene, we have Yandy, and Yandy is looking for a venue for her charity. She's trying to put together a charity event for children. And so she's gone with one of her partners to go look at different venues. And while she's out there looking, her phone rings, and once again, it's Mendeecees. And Mendeecees is calling Yandy to say the same old shit we've been hearing since day one. I got a new bail hearing. I really have a new bail hearing, Yandy. Yandy, I'm coming home. I'll be home next week. I got another bail hearing. This man been saying the same shit all season. It's to the point now folks was like, fuck it, we about to go in on him. And they started making memes of Mendeecees, and I felt the hell out when I seen this meme. I was just like, Yandy needs to let this go. This man ain't coming home no time soon. I feel bad. I hate to see a black man in jail. But again, this man knew what he was doing when he was moving out of that weight. And then for him to go on national television, folks need to realize you cannot do dirt and then go on national TV. Because the people who are investigating you doing dirt, they're only making $30,000 to $60,000 a year. You're making way over that on top of doing your dirt. So they're not going to let that shit ride. They're not going to let you get motherfucking drug money and reality TV money, and they're sitting there having to go to work every day and hopefully make $40,000 a year. Get the hell out of here. Folks, stop doing dirt and going on reality TV, because up until this point, the feds had been watching Mendeecees, but it wasn't that serious until he was featured on Love and Hip Hop New York, fronting and flossing. So this whole situation is just a mess. Yandy needs to move on. This man is not coming home anytime soon. So in the next scene, we have k.michelle, and k.michelle is singing her heart out, and she's singing this song that you can't raise a man, and it's such a beautiful song. And I know I'm not no huge fan of k.michelle, but I'm going to give props when props are due. Her voice is beautiful. That is what you call real singing. What Erica was doing was some straight up bullshit. She sounded like a damn cash register, while k.michelle sounded like a harp. She sounded beautiful, and I love the song. So Yandy and Tara decided to come visit k.michelle in the studio before she gets ready to go out on tour. And they're talking, and they're basically just chopping up about being single mothers, trying to raise boys, how the men in their lives are not, really stepping up to do what they're supposed to do. And, they're just having real conversations, and it's real. You can't raise a man. And that's why we need guys to step up and be fathers to their children, regardless if you're with the mother or not. Regardless if you guys are in a relationship or not in a relationship, you still need to be there for your kids. And I think that's the realest thing that I've heard all season was with this song. So the season ends with k.michelle's music blaring, and folks are just feeling it. Yes, k.michelle was trending on Twitter, and a lot of folks were giving her props for that song. The song was real nice. Shout out to everybody who wanted to bootleg the damn song. Folks was passing out that bootleg link all over Twitter last night. But so at the end, they all start doing these little monologues about their life and how much their lives have changed. And to hear he's talking about, even though she's not with Joe, they can still be friends. Light-skinned Bobby Christina's talking about, even though her and Saigon did it wrong, they were backwards, how they got their relationship and their son, they're going to pick up and make it work. Yandy's talking about how smart she is and how she went to college. She graduated honors. She started her own business. She did everything right. She got with a fiance. She got pregnant. She thought she was doing everything right. And I'm like, Yandy, stop with the damn fairy tale and dramatics. You knew what the hell this man was doing. Stop acting like it's some type of conspiracy to throw this man in jail. The man is a dope boy. You knew he was a dope boy when you got with him. I'm so tired of this whole, oh, woe is me, as if she had no idea what her dude was doing. But besides that, I do respect Yandy because she is a very smart woman, and she was able to make a name for herself without this show. Yandy was handling her business. I just wish she would have made a better choice in a mate. And then after that, we had Tara, and she's walking up the steps with her 2 boys. She's taking them to some little ice cream shop. And her kids with Peter Gunz, they are so adorable. They remind me of my 2 little boys when they were younger. And they're just sitting there with their mother, and they're eating ice cream. And Tara's saying, after 13 years, it hurts to have to let her relationship go. But she knows that she has to do better for her and her sons. And She needs to provide a stable environment for them, and she needs to also have a stable environment and a, you know, a healthy mind for her and herself, so that way she can take care of her kids, which I definitely agree with. You know, it's never easy breaking up with somebody, especially with somebody that you've been with for so long, you know, but once you let that go, it just gets better after that. You know, sometimes it's just really like a weight off your shoulders. So I think Tara will be all right. You know, once she purges Peter out her system, she'll get it together. So the show ended last night. That was the season finale. I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed Love and Hip Hop New York. I made a lot of really cool friends on Twitter, you know, doing these recaps. I've gotten a lot of cool people to follow me, and we've had a lot of good conversations. You know, it's funny how ratchetness brings us all together, you know, but there ain't shit else to watch on Monday night, so I watched Love and Hip Hop New York. You know what I mean? I just don't see anything wrong with it. I look at it like these are characters. These are people playing a character with their real life somewhere mixed up in there, you know. But, and I don't do these recaps to like go hard or really judge these people. I'm more or less judging their character on the show. I don't know these people from a damn can of paint. So I don't know what their lives are like outside of this, you know, hour that we get to watch them. So all we're doing is just, you know, basically judging how they act on the show. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was a good show. I think they put it together well, you know, for what it is. Ratchet TV. Hell, and it kept me entertained every Monday, because Lord knows ain't shit else on Monday. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. How did you feel about the grand finale? Cannot wait until next week. The reunion show looks like it's about to be on and popping. So let me know your thoughts. All right. Deuces.